Photosynthesis means combining together with the help of light is a complex biochemical process that converts light energy into chemical energy stored in glucose. This process occurs mainly in the leaves of plants, specifically within chloroplast. Key components and steps of photosynthesis. Chloroplast and chlorophyll. Photosynthesis primarily occurs in the leaves of plants which contain microscopic cellular organelles called chloroplast. Inside each chloroplast is a green pigment known as chlorophyll. This pigment is essential for photosynthesis as it absorbs light energy which is then used to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. Role of light. Light energy is absorbed by chlorophyll molecules within the chloroplast. This light energy is what powers the photosynthetic process, enabling plants to synthesize food. Carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide is taken in from the atmosphere through tiny pores on the leaves called stomata. Water is absorbed by the roots from the soil and transported to the leaves. Chemical reaction. Using the absorbed light energy, chlorophyll facilitates a series of reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. The overall chemical equation for photosynthesis can be summarized as CO2 plus H2O gives us C6H12O6 plus O2, and the balanced form is 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives us C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Production and utilization of sugars. The glucose produced during photosynthesis is a simple sugar that serves as an energy source for the plant. This glucose can be used immediately for energy or converted into other sugars like fructose. These sugars are transported to various parts of the plant, including roots, stems, leaves, fruits, flowers, and seeds, where they are used for growth and development. Formation of complex carbohydrates. The simple sugars, glucose and fructose, can combine to form more complex carbohydrates such as cellulose and starch. Cellulose is a key structural material used in the construction of plant cell walls, providing rigidity and strength to the plant. Starch, on the other hand, serves as a storage form of energy that the plant can utilize when needed. Byproducts. Oxygen is released as a byproduct of photosynthesis. This oxygen is expelled through the stomata and contributes to the oxygen available in the atmosphere, which is vital for the respiration of most living organisms. Photosynthesis equation. So we write photosynthesis equation like 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives us C6H12O6 plus 6O2. So here CO2 is carbon dioxide, H2O is water, C6H12O6 is glucose and O2 is oxygen. Factors affecting photosynthesis. Photosynthesis process requires several factors such as light intensity. Increased light intensity results in a higher rate of photosynthesis. On the other hand, low light intensity results in a lower rate of photosynthesis. The concentration of CO2. Higher concentration of carbon dioxide helps in increasing the rate of photosynthesis. Usually, carbon dioxide in the range of 300 to 400 ppm is adequate for photosynthesis. Temperature. For efficient execution of photosynthesis, it is important to have a temperature range between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Water. As water is an important factor in photosynthesis, its deficiency can lead to problems in the intake of carbon dioxide. The scarcity of water leads to the refusal of stomatal opening to retain the amount of water they have stored inside. Pollution. Industrial pollutants and other particulates may settle on the leaf surface. This can block the pores of stomata, which makes it difficult to take in carbon dioxide. Process of photosynthesis. At the cellular level, the photosynthesis process takes place in cell organelles called chloroplast. These organelles contain a green colored pigment called chlorophyll, which is responsible for the characteristic green coloration of the leaves. As already stated, photosynthesis occurs in the leaves, and the specialized cell organelles responsible for this process is called the chloroplast. Structurally, a leaf comprises a petiole, epidermis, and a lamina. The lamina is used for absorption of sunlight and carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. Photosynthetic pigments. There are four different types of pigments present in leaves: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophylls, and carotenoids. Let's see the steps involved in photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, carbon dioxide enters the leaves through the stomata, and water is absorbed by the root hair from the soil and transported to the leaves via the xylem vessels. Chlorophyll in the leaves absorbs light energy from the sun, which is used to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen from the water and the carbon dioxide from the air are used to produce glucose. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere as a byproduct. Glucose serves as a source of energy for the plant, supporting growth and development. Excess glucose is stored in the roots, leaves, and fruits for later use. Photosynthetic pigments, including chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, and carotenoids, are essential components of photosynthesis. These pigments, located in the thylakoids of chloroplast, absorb specific wavelength of light and reflect others. Underline: chlorophyll A is the primary pigment responsible for capturing light energy. The three events that occur during the photosynthesis are: light energy is absorbed by chlorophyll, which breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. Light energy is converted into chemical energy. The reduction of carbon dioxide leads to the formation of carbohydrates. Plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through the stomata and then enter the photosynthetic cycle of Calvin. The pores enable gas interchange. Stomata. Stomata are the pores present in abundance at the lower epidermis of the leaf. They are also present in the stem. The gaseous exchange and transpiration occur through stomata. The stomata are surrounded by two guard cells which regulate its opening and closing. Stomata open during the daytime for gaseous exchange and also release water vapor through transpiration. Underline: the opening and closing of stomata is due to the change in turgor pressure of the guard cells. During the day, the roots absorb water due to greater transpiration pull, and it is transported to different parts of the plant through xylem. The guard cell, on receiving this water, swells and becomes turgid, as a result of which the stomatal pore is open. At night, the roots absorb less water, thus the guard cell becomes flaccid and shrinks, as a result of which stomatal pores closes. Functions of stomata. Opening and closing stomata assist in gas exchange between the plant and the environment. Stomata support transpiration and removal of excess water as water vapor. At night, the pores close to prevent water from leaking through the pores. The pores assist absorb carbon dioxide and discharging oxygen during photosynthesis.